Hey, hello. Hello there. Welcome. Had a weird situation to start things off here. Um, Just OBS, I started up the stream and then OBS just decided to like crash entirely and I couldn't boot it back up again, and then I had to restart my computer. So it's been a time already. But anyway, welcome. Welcome to Sunday, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, you just had like random crashes happening. I haven't had it happen like that in a while. Yeah, it's funny because like we've done a whole bunch of game streams recently and no problems, and now you know, first art stream of the week, it decides to be all loosey goosey on me. That's all right. I'm just finishing steeping my tea here. But plan today is we're gonna make some doodles and some postcards. Here are the postcards. Here's the art on the front, which I did on a stream a few weeks back, I think. Let's see. Wondering if I can improve the image a little bit. Open up my camera control software. Is that how I wanted it focused? Oh yeah, I can focus it a little bit better, I think. That's a bit better. And do we turn down the contrast? Maybe turn down the saturation a little bit. It's been a while since I busted out the camera for these streams. But so you know, we'll see how things work this time around. Okay, time to take the tea bag out of my tea. So I hope you're having a nice Sunday. Today is we're getting some really nice weather going on this weekend, so I'm happy. We're in this like really nice springtime weather where it's still a little chilly, but the sun's out. Nice brisk sort of atmosphere going on. Oh yeah, you were vending yesterday, yes? You were at an event. What sort of stuff were you vending yesterday, Guy? Okay. I think actually before I start doodling in the postcards, I think I want to do a little bit of warming up, because I'm doing more digital art lately, but and you know, that's coming along, but it's been a while since I've busted out anything on pen and paper. Custom handmade stuffed animals. That's great. I didn't realize that was a thing that you did. Yeah, this is looking a little like dark. I think see what I can do about this. Oh, you were being a booth buddy. That is a very important service to offer. I'm seeing that this is being a little artifacty. I'm wondering if that's because of the brightness. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay. I still get it if I up the gamma. I figured lighting would be okay today because of the sun's out, so I've got like my windows open, but you know. Okay, anyway, let's I think I need to get some pencil to paper here. She's the Stitch Witch. And you say you're the witch's apprentice. That's very cute. Okay, let's just get some. Sorry, I'm a little frazzled, I guess, after the false start to the stream. I thought I was gonna get up earlier than I did, but I did not. I slept in. Just get some shapes going. Draw some little faces. Whenever I'm kind of stuck for what to draw, I usually end up drawing little cartoon faces like this. Frazzled is fine. That's a good little motto. Frazzled is fine. Yeah, I definitely feel a little stiff in my drawing hand. I shouldn't try to rush warming up at all, but so I'm just gonna make some shapes. Try and use my arm rather than just my wrist. Hard part I find about these kinds of art streams are worrying about whether or not like my the drawing is in shot. Still want to try to bump up that brightness a little bit. That's a bit better, I think. So yeah, after vending for the day, how are you spending your day off? Or is it a day off for you? Or are you having a relaxing day now, guy? So I find after I do anything involving being out and social, especially like markets and things, I just need to have a full day to rest and recuperate. Yeah, it is a day off. That's good. Day to cozy up with a book or a show, catch up on a show, have some warm beverages, have some lemon tea for your throat. We're just gonna draw some little guys for a bit. Try to work out some of my frazzledness. You don't have a 9 to 5, so it's a bit more draining. As in doing the market is more draining? Oh, is that because it's like kind of it's like out of the ordinary? Not your usual way to spend the day. Yeah. Yeah, the way my job is now, I spend a lot of time just in my office at work, just writing emails and things, and sometimes I realize I go through a whole day and I just have not interacted with anybody in person. And then when I actually do see people, I really feel it, like, oh gosh, how do humans communicate? Hence talking too much. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You don't know your limits. So I'm trying to decide what exactly I'm going to be doodling in the postcards. Sometimes I doodle just kind of random things, or things that I think the person that I'm doodling the postcard for that they might like. You do gotta stimulate the brain. Decrease the bounciness of those music notes. Sorry, I'm making stream adjustments live. But yeah, other times when I've done doodles, it's been just strictly robots. But sometimes I find that's a little limiting, or I'm not. Sometimes I struggle a bit with like the shapes that I want to use in the robots. Hello, Salem. How's it going? We're just trying to get into the groove here. It's been a while since I've done a doodle stream. Oh no, you're very sick. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you're feeling better soon and that you're getting some soup. Branching out today, always good to expand your practice. Oh, is that in response to drawing robots or otherwise? Are you suggesting that we go non-robots today? Some mushroom soup. Ever since I used to be kind of agnostic towards mushrooms, but ever since Aaron and I started dating, they are vehemently opposed to mushrooms for texture and flavor, except in some very rare circumstances. And so, as a result, I have reduced the amount of mushrooms that I interact with in a culinary way. Agnostic mushrooms implies various religious factions of mushroom. And of course, you have different mushroom colonies and things. Each maybe has their own, unique culture, belief system. Civic holidays. A monk shrew. There we go. That's what we want. No, that's perfect. No, you do not apologize for that. Decided to mix up the tunes a bit today. Because the one problem with making all of your own stream music is that you get kind of tired of listening to it pretty quick. So relying now a bit on the good folks at Game Chops to provide us with some chill background music. Still trying to loosen up here. Just drawing some faces to work out some nerves and some stiffness. This is just my default. Don't know what to draw. Just start, make a circle, put a cross through it, and then add facial features until you have something. Oh, I showed this off last stream, but I want to show it off again. You now, with the power of Grover, can shift the meadow from day to night. Let's see if this works. Yeah, there we go. Check it out, check it out, check it out. I was showing that off at our stream yesterday. My partner and I were playing some Final Fantasy. Been streaming more of that than art for the moment, just because it's kind of less anxiety-inducing prospect. How's the camera look? Lighting okay? I'm feeling a bit happier now. I feel like the sun is in a bit better position. Yeah, streaming should be fun. And like for me, it's like I like the fun part for me is seeing the product. I think that's why I spend so much time adding little features to the stream, which is like maybe a backwards way of doing it. Like you should think about what your content is first. But I like looking at the finished product and saying like, yeah, okay, that looks good, that sounds good. That's the thing that interests me about it. We draw some little figures for a bit. Just doing a little dance maybe. And I definitely like doing the kind of morning time for it's nice to start being productive earlier in the morning. I find with weekends it can sometimes be tricky that like, oh, you want to sleep in, but then by the time you actually get up, it's like a good chunk of the day is gone. And you can get stuck in kind of a bit of a malaise and not ever get going. Got a bunch of things going on today. I'm gonna try to learn how to do my taxes myself. I haven't done my taxes by myself for many years. And then later we're going to do some babysitting. My partner and I, we're gonna go over to our friend's place and babysit our godchild, which should be might be an experience. He's the tax man. Yep. You know, I would be okay if like the tax man came to my house and started scatting at me. I think I'd be all right with that. I'd feel better about handing my money over to a man who's just scatting enthusiastically at me. I'm starting to feel, I think, some of the nerves getting worked out. What is like for me, for like to relax into an activity like this? You know, what are some things that y'all like to do? If you're like sketching, whether it be, you know, actually like visual art, or if it's some other pursuit, how do you get yourself warmed up? Best friend watched her oldest for her anniversary when she was a toddler, and he ended up a brony. Well, yeah, that's funny. When you spend time with kids, you're gonna get exposed to stuff that you can't predict, and then it's like it's very like liberating that you can just engage with this stuff, because like you're trying to keep this kid entertained, and you'll just it means that you're allowed to just, you know, be there watching the thing or engaging with the thing. I've been rediscovering my puppet voices. This kid really likes it when I play like stuffies with them. Hello, Penny. Welcome. I think it depends on what I'm doing. When I'm drawing, I usually have an idea in my head already, so it's less a warm-up and more just trying to get the image out. With writing, I briefly get possessed when I wake up, there's writing on the page. Yeah, okay. That's excellent. Yeah, I find I'm really jealous of folks who can really like it's clear that they have an image in their head of what they want to do. Because I find I always have to kind of respond to. I have to like get some marks down on the paper first. Don't have a little trouble warming up, so don't have good suggestions. And yes, he was trying to get her to calm down. Ended up turning on heavy metal MLP AMVs, and that worked, eh? Or did it work? At work, so I'll pop in later when it's so. Hello, Penny. I'm gonna bring back. I think I'm trying to decide which I like better, day or night. My oldest child is a rainbow goth. That's fantastic. I don't think I'd heard that term before. Rainbow goth. So if I'm not drawing robots, in the postcards, what should I wonder what theme I should have. It's funny because drawing and writing are such opposites for me in the creative process. Drawing, I know what I want to do. The work is getting it to look like how it does in my head. Writing, I don't know what's happening either. The words just happen. Oh, should it be all mushroom themed? Owner, can we draw our monk shroom? Let's give him beefy legs. Don't know if that's actually what we want, but... I'm not sure what kind of monk this is. Give him the like prayer bead thing. Something like this. Just realizing how small these drawings are. He can be chunky if he won't. I think I'll have to look up different kinds of mushrooms. And different kinds of monks. There we go, some little like kind of martial mushrooms. Martial rooms. Delightful lads. Okay, I'm gonna look up I'm gonna try to rearrange my workspace here. Put the stream up there, and then I'm gonna have a screen down here for references. I'm just gonna look up mushrooms. Okay, I think this is an oyster mushroom I'm looking at. I'm just looking at the like Google search results for different mushrooms, for just mushrooms, general mushrooms. They have more like a conical stalk to them. Give them like a little kelp thing. Whenever I do these streams, it always makes me aware. Hey, Mango! Good day to you, friend. Whenever I do these, it always makes me aware of how small I draw. I do kind of wish it was a tad brighter still. Don't know if that's just because of what I'm looking at on the preview on my screen. These friends are very cute. I'm glad to hear it. Very friend-sized and shaped. Oh, been listening to audiobooks. Yeah. Beware of Chicken. That sounds wonderful. I checked out I did a few like Discworld books on audiobook and they were quite good. I find I'm very particular about who is narrating though. And I can bounce off an audiobook pretty quick if I just don't dig the narration. But yeah, I haven't actually read any Discworld books yet. But I think I want to read the ones that I listened to because it's just like it's a different experience. currently listening to Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. Listened to the first one because a friend asked me to, and then they said the second one was better, so I'm trying to give it a go. I know that Brandon Sanderson, that they have a bunch. They're having kind of a moment, aren't they? I feel like I've heard that name a bunch, but I haven't actually read anything or seen anything by them. Oh, Mistborn. That's this. Is that just a series or is that just a book? Or is it both? He has many series. Okay. At least he finishes the series. Okay, maybe it's time to start actually drawing in the postcards. It makes me glad I never got into George R. R. Martin with how it seems. He seems intent on writing everything but the end of its main series. They're still pretty good, though. Yeah, I think it's just video games in general. Okay. So here are the postcards. Got our little. This was the piece that we were working on a few weeks ago. Now they are in postcard form, and we're gonna doodle in them. Tried listening to the audiobook of Game of Thrones. Like he was narrating a sports tournament, and it was like that was a choice. Yeah, that it does seem like an odd choice. Okay, so you know what? I've been enjoying drawing these mushrooms. So I think that's what we're going to. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's start with like a traveling mushroom. See, I think I want to turn the gamma down again. That seems like too bright now. Eternally thankful that Chicken is available in audiobook form because all the names are Chinese inspired. I would not be able to read a physical copy if I tried. Do you struggle when you're reading something and you're not sure how to like sound out a name of a character like in your head? If you can't like audiate how that name would sound? I find sometimes if there's a word I don't know or cannot pronounce, I cannot get past that word. Yeah, I totally understand that. I would say I also kind of struggle with that. What if we put a little hat on this guy? A little baseball hat. That's a cute little guy, eh? I zone out for several paragraphs, pondering the word or name, and then realize I've gone a page without actually retaining anything. If it's a name, sometimes my brain is just, the name looks like letter shapes and doesn't even process the sounds. Just every time I see the name, I just, oh, it's, yeah, actually, I think that's closer what I do. I love this friend and their hat. They are going on an adventure. We can put some little flowers here too. Why not, right? Little backpack and hat. Great. Okay, let's put this friend aside for now. And now I think let's have a studying shroom. A studious bookworm shroom. Always love drawing books. Of course, they have to have glasses. Okay, I made them a little made their head a little bit too. I drew them too high up on the page. Oh well. Oh, I need my eraser. Do I have it? Nope. I have some batteries in a dusty box. Oh, there it is. Oh, and they can have a little cup of tea. Actually, that's kind of a big cup of tea. Let's also put some flowers by them. Just some happy little guys. Okay, that's a little guy. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy who's a bit too far up the page, but that's okay. Okay, I think next mushroom should be cooking. Maybe over a little fire pit. I may not have planned this out very well. Let's see. I don't think I've ever drawn like a little cooking setup like this before. Yeah, it's a happy accident. Okay, this could be a little crowded. I'm a little worried about that. Is this big enough on screen for you to see, by the way, or is this like should I try and get the camera a little closer? It's hard for me to tell just looking at because I'm looking at my preview on a pretty large screen, so. Don't always know how that translates until after I look at the VOD. Definitely don't zoom out anymore. Okay, I'm gonna bring this down a little closer. And there we go. Should I give him a little apron? Maybe a hat? A little chef's hat? Little chef's hat. Okay. Didn't think about what this next one was going to be doing. Flying a kite. We're going to be flying a kite. I haven't drawn a kite in forever. I don't know what they look like anymore. Okay. Pictures of kites. Yeah, something like this. It seems like such a silly thing to forget how to draw. But sometimes that's just what happens to your brain. It's always dangerous when you start erasing stuff, especially when it's this small. Okay, I think the next one is going to be gardening. Oh shoot, I didn't. I missed the ad break. Okay, so there are ads going on right now. I didn't realize. Let's take a quick BRB. I'm gonna get up and stretch, and we will return in a minute here. Okay. Short break, just because I only caught that partway through the ads. I do apologize. I like to try and give a heads up that ads are incoming. I think what I need to do is set some sort of like alarm for myself. I will think on that and how I want to implement that. Okay, but we're gonna do gardening. Gardening shroom. The break was good though because I forgot I had grape soda and the fridge was. Oh, nice. And I've had to cut down on my sugar intake, which is, you know, a challenge. There's so many sugary things that are so readily available. But grape soda, oh man. I do like a soda, but I just, there's so much sugar, I just can't anymore. This is how you know I'm getting into like my middle age. That I'm, oh yeah, too sweet, can't have that thing. Oh, well, if it's free. All bets are off if it's free. You know what, let's have, in honor of sodas, like, I think a great experience is like when you're on vacation and you're just like, you're somewhere warm and you can recline somewhere. For me, I like to be in the shade, but I do like to have a cool beverage with me. So maybe we can have a mushroom that's kind of sunbathing with some shades. Maybe we can give them a soda. Yes, truly unrestrained summer fun. Dare I draw an umbrella? They're always a little notorious to draw. Something like that. Thank you, Salem. What next? Rollerblading. How about rollerblading? This is a very long-legged shroom. Okay, rollerblading shroom. Gotta go fast. What else? Bicicleta. Oh boy, do I want to draw a bike, and do I want to draw a mushroom riding a bike? Oh gosh. That's a challenge. Let's see. I'll do the frame first. It's always something like this. Hey, Penny. Welcome back. Okay, can this mushroom reach the petals is going to be the question. Will I be able to interpret my own pencils? Oh, see, now we're getting into dangerous territory. If I start erasing some of these. Oh, lunch ghosted. I'm sorry, Penny. This is not... This is not going the way I want. Let's try this again. We just have to get some proportions correct. For a mushroom riding a bicycle. Really, we just need the idea of mushroom riding a bicycle. No, it's good. It's good. Try and execute the idea. It's something like this. We'll see what happens when I try to ink that. Just it's tough. This is where drawing it so small is a little tough. But also this is me being out of practice doing traditional media drawing. Okay. Ooh, last one. Suggestions. The chat's choice. What should this last mushroom... What activity should this last mushroom be doing? Just to review, we did an attempt at cycling. We did rollerblading. We did sunbathing. We did gardening. Flying a kite. Cooking. And reading. And hiking. So I'm gonna start inking this one. Then we can discuss what the last one should be. Might need this very small one. Well, we won't need that one. Yeah, definitely won't need that one. Well, building a sandcastle might be fun. Oh, painting might be good too. With a little easel. Disco shroom? These are all fantastic. Thank you, Salem. I feel like I should really try to get back into a habit of doing little ink drawings like this. That's kind of how I always started cartooning. I got a lot of satisfaction out of the feeling of penciling and inking. Although I don't know if I could say I ever got super proficient at it. I think I got proficient. Oh, is this pen dead? Oh, this pen is very dead. Okay. Into the garbage with you. Do I have another small one? Do I have a small one? Yeah. Brain suddenly just went high fashion shrooms, but all my brain can see is a mushroom in one of those really fluffy coats and giant sunglasses. Yeah, that's very good. Sometimes just having something small you can finish in one sitting. Yeah. Yeah, that's often how my brain works. If I leave something after one sitting, it can be really hard to return to it. And for me also, there's just the like tactile sensation of your pen or your brush on paper. Okay, how are we doing? We're at about the half hour. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on the time so that I don't get sniped by those ads again. You've been sub for 3 years. My goodness. Well, thank you for all your support. It means a lot to have. You know, there's that. There's the real monetary support, but then there's also just the fact that. You tune in so regularly for streams and, let me have someone to chat with. I really appreciate that. It's nice not to have to just speak into the void. I think the other reason I think I want to try and do these little drawings more regularly is so that there's some muscle memory there, so that when I stick a mic in front of my face and a camera over top of my drawing, I'm not feeling as weird about it. Glad I've been able to give what I can when I can. Your stream's always been a really positive place to come to. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you kept streaming. I'm really happy you found this little spot. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Salem. Well, and I'm feeling nice about coming back, doing streaming more, and finding the things that interest me about it. Doing silly things with the overlay and making things look and sound good. And kind of using that as a springboard for just getting back to drawing more. Because, sure, I've mentioned it many times at this point, but basically all of 2025 was just a real artistic drought for me. And so for me, having the stream as this like reason to do art is very helpful. Gives me some external accountability. You should always enjoy what you're doing. You should. And like, I don't know, for whatever reason, I struggle with that these days, just like finding things I actually enjoy doing and, you know, doing them for the sake of the enjoyment. Streams always look really cute. Thank you. Thank you. That is the intent. That's the vibe. Finding ways to pull your inspiration back and find joy in things, again, is important. It's super important. You got to know where to find your joys. Oh, I was thinking about a small joy that I had today. Shoot, what was it? I'll think of it. I was like, I gotta file that one away because it was a good one. Oh yeah. A lot of my small joys are related to warm beverages, and today I was reflecting on the little pot that I have for brewing coffee in. It's actually a Turkish coffee pot, so it's this kind of almost cone-shaped thing. It's a wide bottom and it narrows a bit towards the top. And then it has a little spout, and then it has a long handle. So you're supposed to make Turkish coffee on the stove. Well, actually, like I think it's you're supposed to make it in like really hot sand. But you know, we do it on the stove. But that's not. I don't often make Turkish coffee because it's a method I've not quite gotten down yet. But anyway, the pot itself. But I use the pot to. My favorite method of making coffee right now is pour over, and so I will do the pour over into the Turkish coffee pot, and then I will pour it into my cup from there. But the pot itself is one of my small joys because it's this like really, really lovely shade of like bright red, and it has these like really beautiful floral designs on it, and it just makes me happy to look at, and that's a small joy. We've been trying to collect small joys to pull out during our Final Fantasy streams because it's such a dark game. And so every once in a while when like something really awful happens, it's like, okay, we need to reflect on our small joys. And it's been kind of nice. It's been a nice little practice to do. Remind yourself about the things that make you happy. Okay, I should switch maybe to the thinner pen for this pot. finding little bits of light in the darkness eventually fills your sky with stars. That's a lovely phrase. Yeah, that's very apt. I don't want much from life. If I can have the little joys, that's all I really need. Only thing is that to be able to have the small joys requires a certain amount of security and privilege. Not everybody can have, and sometimes it's not easy to come by. So, every once in a while I have a decent line or two I can write. Yeah, look for those little joys regardless. Yeah, wherever you can get them. And listening to all this Stardew music is kind of giving me a hankering to play Stardew Valley. Go figure. The music is such a huge part of the vibe of that game. These little mushrooms are friend-shaped. Love Stardew. I've been playing more recently to take my mind off of things. Oh, and start a whole new playthrough. Yeah, it's nice to have the, kind of zone out games. only challenge with Stardew is not treating it like an optimization simulator, and to just play it to vibe for a while. Sometimes I like to make a new save file and start over just to experience it again, because sometimes you forget about stuff and it's fun to experience it all fresh. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, rereading a favorite novel or something. Tiger Rung. I'm not familiar with that. What is that? Oh, it's in the Redwall series. Oh man, I haven't read those books in ages. My goodness. I don't remember that one though. What ones do I do remember? I remember the first one I read was Martin the Warrior. Then what did I read? Salamandastron. Or Salamandastron, wherever you want to put the accent on that. With the badgers and the hares and the big mountain. After Salamandastron, what did I read after that? Maybe Mossflower? Then there was the Bellmaker. I think Bellmaker was a really good one, I thought. Although I forget a lot of what happens in those. I just remember Bellmaker had the really cool otter that had the 2 swords. I think that was the one that had the otter with the cool 2 swords. And then there was Matimeo, which I don't remember what happened in that one. All I remember was that the cover was really colorful. An otter babe gets kidnapped by an evil clan and raised as their foretold warrior. But he has a conscience, so he runs away and tries to find his way home. And most of the book is his adventures trying to get home while being chased by the evil clan of rats. Oh, that's Tiger Rung. Okay. Yeah, man. Whole bunch of core memories unlocked thinking about Redwall books. I should, next time I'm at my parents' place, I should see what ones we have left. And it's funny, you wrote Otter Babe, and I was like, oh yeah, really attractive otter. Yeah, there were always pretty dark moments in there. The world of Redwall is a savage place. My only problem with the series was that I really like ferrets, and there were never any good ferrets. They were all evil. It's like, that doesn't seem right. Just because you're a ferret shouldn't mean that you have to be evil. So, you know, maybe a slight problematic element to those books. This otter babe at the Redwall Tavern, wenching it up. I forget if there was much romance in those books. There was some, I think. But I don't remember very much. I think he pulled away from certain species that are all evil in a handful of books. I seem to remember a good wildcat going against this evil wildcat's sister. Yeah, Boise's pretty girl and is all awkward, yeah. Which, like, I identified with that a fair bit. I was an extremely awkward child. I was about to say teenager, but my awkwardness extended to many parts of my development. The other issue with reading Redwall books is that they will make you hungry. Because there will be a big feast scene, and they'll describe all the food. And it would just make me so hungry, I would have to stop reading. So I'd just be too distracted. Oh yeah, and there's a Redwall cookbook. At least one. Oh, I keep on messing up the arms come out. Ooh, well, this guy's got a weird arm. Okay, nothing we can do about that now. Is what it is. Yep, deeper and ever turpin tater and beetroot pie. That was always the big one. They always had that. The moles would always bring that. And meadow cream pudding. I always had meadow cream pudding. Oh yeah, dandelion wine, yeah. Oh no, here's the bicycle. Here's the bicycle. Let's see if I can do it. The moment of truth. He always talked about the cheeses studded with fruits or nuts and the fresh bread. I blame a small fraction of my love for fancy cheeses on Brian Jacques and his Redwall series. Yeah, you know what? I wasn't into cheese when I read those books, and so I think that was lost on me a bit. But if I were to go back now, we have some friends of ours when we do holiday dinners together, and they always do incredible charcuterie boards. And yeah, now I would absolutely get I would get pretty hungry if I was to read about all these fancy fruit-studded cheeses. Oof. Well, I love a fancy cheese now, although there are some cheeses, like some of the kind of like moldy cheeses and stuff, like the blue cheeses and things that are a bit too rank for me, a bit too adventurous. Okay, certainly not my best bicycle, but it's been a minute since I've drawn a bicycle. So we'll take it. Okay. Oh, what did we talk about this last? What did we talk about this last mushroom doing? Yeah, brie. You can't go wrong with brie. Oh, painting. Let's do painting. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we do that, I think ads are going to come up pretty soon here, so I'm going to take a quick break. Get up and stretch. And we'll be back in 3 minutes. We'll sketch this last one out, ink it, And then we'll just kind of hang as I erase some pencils on the other ones. And I think that'll probably be our stream. So we'll be right back. Okay. We're back. I thought of another really good small joy that is going to be coming up soon. So the way our house is, We have this little townhouse that we rent. That is where we live. That's unimportant to what I'm trying to tell you. But our bathroom is on the upper floor and has a small little window that's just kind of near the top, very like small window, so it's not like there's no privacy concern there. But in the spring, we have some lilac trees like right outside our front door, and they reach up really close to where that window is. And so in the morning, it'd be like having your shower. You can like crack that window open, and you get the fragrance of the lilacs coming in. And it's just a beautiful little experience because you'll have a little chill breeze coming in as you're in like your hot shower, and then the smell of lilacs. Amazing small joy. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, I'm gonna look up how to draw an easel. I'm gonna have two things coming up the sides. Little cross piece at the top, and a third one coming back down here. And then a cross thing here. And then that's where we'll have our canvas. When I was little, the little one-room church down the road from where I lived had a row of lilac bushes instead of a fence on one side, and when you passed by, the smell was thick as syrup. Yeah, that's good stuff. Oh, I might have drawn this too high up again. I get allergies every spring as well, but I'll take it for all the lovely flower smells we get. Some things are worth histamines. It's true. Go. Little painting friend. I was watching an art stream the other day. The channel is Eiffel Art. I highly recommend, if you enjoy like kind of the chill vibe I'm going for, you should check out his stream. And he was drawing Eiffel Art. Yeah, he was drawing all 152 original Pokemon like from memory. And I was just so blown away. He was just doing little pencil sketches, and the confidence of his pencil strokes and how expressive they were was just awe-inspiring. And I really feel it like he makes it look so easy. And I was hoping I would like kind of have that feeling doing these little sketches. And it just goes to show like how kind of I mean, this isn't intended to be like disparaging of myself, but just to say that like, oh yeah, like I'm out of practice. Just to say like, yeah, I need to, these are muscles that you need to engage regularly to have that fluency. I love when you see that sort of thing. You used to have a friend who works in animation, seeing their motion drawings. Oh yeah. There's another guy, older fellow, Aaron Blaze, I think his name is, who does streams every now and again. And he was a former like Disney animator who worked on like Beauty and the Beast and stuff. And he just does like sketches, or he'll do little animation sketches. He'll just do like he'll work on like a fairly quote unquote simple animation loop or something, just with pencil and paper on stream, and it's so impressive and just really a pleasure to watch their movement. Okay, set that one aside. Let the ink dry a little bit, and we'll just erase these. You can see a lot of life in just feelings if they're well done. Absolutely. So yeah, if you haven't seen Eiffel Art stream before, absolutely check out his channel. It's just a pleasure, and he's such a nice, gentle guy, and just always has just really chill music playing. It's a great vibe. He does all these really beautiful, like watercolor and maybe gouache. Might be either, might be both. Does these watercolor gouache Pokemon paintings. That he puts on social media. They're really gorgeous, and you can buy them from him. There's some other streamers that I've really been into lately. Jason Charles Miller, and I believe that is his Twitch channel name, is a musician and voice actor. Oh yeah, there is a shout out. Let's see if we could do. Let me see if the shout out command works. Yeah. And then the other one is Jason Charles Miller. think that's it. So every Monday, Jason Charles Miller does a like music request stream where you can request some covers or you can request some of his original tunes. And I guess he's probably not streaming for a while because I think he's like traveling for a show or something. But anyway, he's a voice actor on Final Fantasy XIV, and like also a singer for many songs or several songs in Final Fantasy XIV. But also just kind of a funny guy because he's like this kind of goth cowboy guy. But like also, and like maybe not also, but he does like this kind of rock metal kind of thing, but also does like really good like country tunes. He has an amazing voice. And he also has a lot of like really nerdy like D&D inspired songs. We love goth cowboys. Yeah, his streams are really fun. So Mondays, it's like Monday evenings around dinner time, mountain time at least. He's in LA, I believe, so he'd be on like East Coast time. But yeah, you can he takes requests for like $3. You donate $3 and he does a request, and then that money goes towards like the mods and goes into the channel and stuff like that. Yeah, that's another stream I like tuning into regularly. Yeah, it's I do enjoy, and I have I've been trying to cut down on like my somewhat frivolous internet expenses, but I have spent a fair amount of money in his streams making song requests. So those are two favorite streamers of mine. Sometimes you gotta go for those frivolous internet expenses. And actually, Jason Charles Miller has started playing through Final Fantasy XIV himself, which is fun because like he's voice acted a bunch in it. He's got some songs in it. Your favorite streamer's favorite streamer. Am I your favorite streamer? And am I your good little streamer boy? Who else? What favorite streamers do y'all have? Apart from me, of course. Who do you like tuning into, and why? What is it about streamers, certain streams, that gets you like into it? I've been watching over the last little while. There's Shenpai, who streams Final Fantasy XIV, and they have like or she has like a kind of a chaotic style, I guess, but she does like pretty creative things with the way that she plays the game, and she's been taking through her friend Volpixie, who is also a streamer, through the game, and they talk a lot about like they come up with their own lore for their characters and how that interacts with the story. And it's fun. It's pretty fun. It can get a little chaotic for my taste sometimes. I don't really like chaotic streamer energy. It's not my first choice. Atomic Stacy, who is live right now, does knitting streams in Makers and Crafting. Oh. Oh, Salem, absolutely you can shout out your friend. We're talking recommendations here. We're talking recommendations. Let's shout out some folks that we appreciate what they do. You know what? I kind of like this little painty guy. I was a little worried about doing this style of mushroom, which I don't know what they're called. What is that kind of mushroom called? I'm trying to look it up right now. This article is useless. Useless article. Oh, and it just given me pop-ups. No, thank you. It's probably a bad idea to even be Googling mushrooms. Because I'm sure I'm getting like fake AI information. Oh well. My friend Darth Suki does voice acting. He started streaming again, doing playthroughs and such, and live readings of the game he voices in. Oh, very cool. It's a very interesting profession, voice acting. Okay, I think we've done our work. You know, and considering I was talking to Aaron as I was taking a break earlier about how, like, kind of rusty my drawing muscles feel. Thank you so much. And you know, adding the streaming element to it does make it a bit more challenging. But if I didn't do the stream is like a great motivator for actually doing the thing. And I don't know if I would do it without the motivation of the stream. So what I am taking away from this is that I want to try and get these muscles back and get more comfortable with doing this. But all that said, I feel okay about, you know, what we drew today. I think they came out okay. And I'll be mailing these off to patrons. And yeah. I don't think I had anything else to add to that. So we might kind of call it there. I have to do some taxes today. So I need to kind of prep some documents for that before a phone call. The tax man. But yeah, what we could do is Mango, if you think let me see. Atomic Stacy, if that might be a good person to raid. I don't normally raid, but let me just check and see if there are any friendly friends. Just gonna kind of look around, see what's going on. Oh, Oripoke is streaming. I like streaming. I like rating smaller streamers, not smaller streamers. Not that they're small, but when they have a smaller viewership, I like to throw some views their way. Oh, I see Atomic Stacy's got a cat cam. We do appreciate a cat cam here, and I had cat cam ready. I'll show you wherever it is. Cat cam. So I had it all ready to go, but there's no cat. There's no cat. No cat. There has been no cat this entire time. Otherwise, I would have activated it. Hey, Llama Drama. How you doing? We're just actually wrapping up for today. We did some drawings. We drew some mushrooms doing various things. And we're good. It's a beautiful day outside, and the sun is out. That always puts me in a good mood. Okay, and you know what? I think Oripoke just started, so I think we'll pop into their stream. Because we've got a few of us here, we can say hi. And just kind of hang out. I find they do like cool pixel art and animations and things. They're doing I guess fake Pokemon. So I'm gonna set up a raid here. Oops. Yeah, I rarely raid. Okay, I'm gonna set up our... Boop. There we go. And let's see if I remember how to do this. There we go. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. It was lovely hanging out with y'all and making some art together, chatting about small joys and things. And let's go give a watch to Oripoke and have some good times in their stream for a little bit. And enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye. And thank you for being you. We'll see you again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go say hi to Oripoke. Bye-bye.
Hello, Matt.